Maybe you can manage your boss, saying, he is responsible, he is responsible, he is responsible. Why we don't take responsibility? First step in our life, if you are receiving 10,000 rupees salary from your office, you think, for the 10,000 I am taking already enough responsibility. Why should I take more responsibility when they are paying only 10,000 to me? Don't be foolish. Taking responsibility is first going to help you to live an expanded life. It is not the favor you are doing for your boss. Listen, first thing you need to understand, the 10,000 which is paid is not equivalent to you and your service. Second, you need to understand, by you not taking the responsibility, you are not destroying your boss's possibility, you are destroying your possibility. It is like you destroy your possibility and you think your boss will be suffering. You drink poison, you expect your boss to die. When you don't take responsibility, you destroy your possibility. First, decide you are going to be in your peak possibility by constantly taking responsibility. Taking responsibility is the right mental setup. It is not that you are doing some favor to somebody by taking responsibility. By taking responsibility, you are doing favor to yourself. It is the greatest favor you do to you. When you break that pattern, why should I take the responsibility? Your life starts. When you build the pattern, why should I take the responsibility? Your death starts. When you stop taking responsibility, even if you are alive, you are not living. You are waiting to be buried.
Responsibility awakens you to the possibility of life. Subramanyam represents that responsibility dimension, Paramashivam. Every one of you that are sitting here with us today, please understand. Soma Skandamurti and Shishya Bhavamurti forms of Paramashiva both represent this responsibility dimension. Subramanya is that embodiment of completion and responsibility. And he embodies that principle to all of us. Can I request all of you to take a few minutes and post what you understand as responsibility? When Swamiji explained the principle of responsibility, right? When Swamiji explained what responsibility is, what did you understand as responsibility?
And today's darshan that we are going to experience, darshan of Bhagavan Skandamurti, which is the very form of Paramashiva, that Subramanya. And Swamiji is going to be radiating that energy of Bhagavan Subramanya today. All these qualities that we just not learned directly. Swamiji revealed to us about who is Bhagavan Subramanya, what are all the qualities that Bhagavan Subramanya has. Because these are the very same qualities all of us are going to be manifesting today. Understand? Subramanya is the Lord of victory. All his glory, he is glorious, ever glorious. Swamiji so beautifully says, he is the completion of Paramashiva in all his glory, in all his powers, in all his auspiciousness, in all his qualities, and in all his compassion. Absolute power, absolute knowledge, absolute consciousness, and ultimate, infinite glories, possibilities, powers, and qualities of Paramashiva echoes, expresses itself in Subramanya, who is the Lord of victory. Take a few minutes to even cognize these statements. I mean, any deity or anyone, in fact, Swamiji talks about, all of us will just fall in love with that deity. We'll all fall in love with that form, right? This Bhagavan Subramanya, see, Paramashiva has 5 faces. We all learned this on the day when we learned about Bhagavan Sadashivamurti, right? On day 2. So we all learned about how Paramashiva is having his 5 faces. There's one more phase, the 6th phase is unmanifest, Adhomukha. Only in Tiruvannamalai, that too only actually in Tiruvannamalai. The whole Tiruvannamalai hill, Arunachala hill, is a physical form of Paramashiva. It's like a manifestation of Paramashiva. It is manifestation of Paramashiva. In any part, in any point in Tiruvannamalai, wherever you go, you will always see minimum 2 faces of Paramashiva. Actually, there's one place where all the 5 faces of Paramashiva are shown, meaning the 5 hills, like 5 faces of the hill, would be shown. And in the whole of Tiruvannamalai, there's only one place where all these 5 merge into one. That is the Adhomukha form of Paramashiva, where the unmanifest becomes manifest. And that's exactly where Tiruvannamalai, Kailasa Tiruvannamalai is there. So, Subramanya is the manifestation of that unmanifest form of Paramashiva. Are all of you understanding this? He is manifesting the unmanifest, Adhomukha of Paramashiva. He is manifesting that. So we are going to be radiating his qualities. And he is the leader, Ishwaratva, manifested. He is embodiment of responsibility. Understand. First, we need to cognize what is this quality of Ishwaratva. Listen. Ishwaratva means the power of leading, power of ruling, power of being a head. Only when your consciousness involves with others' life, you manifest Ishwaratva. How many of you here want to be experiencing yourself, expressing yourself, and radiating the quality of Ishwaratva, meaning you want to be a leader? How many of you want to awaken the leadership consciousness which is there in you? Okay, Jessica Martin saying, yes, please. Okay. Who else? Me, okay. Yes. Yes, me also. Okay. Huh. I see many of you who are posting. Good. So now let's understand what is this quality of Ishwaratva. See, only when you understand and cognize the exact qualities will you be able to manifest them inside of you. Are all of us understanding this so far? Listen, first cognize how you can be a leader. I see many of you who have posted saying, yes, I want to be good. You have the ability to be a leader. Ishwaratva, that powerfulness or ruling power. Understand? This works out not just to be a leader of your particular group or like your family, not just that. Even if you want to rule a country, you want to win, you want to rule a city, country, understanding and cognizing this one principle can really help you. Now, let's understand what is this leadership actually? What is leadership according to each one of you?
Very good, everyone of it, of course. What, according to you, is leadership? Because the moment we say leadership, right, the moment we say responsibility or leadership, it adds a certain burden to each of us. We all think responsibility is a load, a burden to carry. The moment we talk about responsibility, we think, oh God, it's an extra thing, something I need to do a little bit more. But leadership, responsibility is power. Responsibility is courage. Responsibility is resources being added to them.
See now, take a few minutes and each of you type what exactly is this leadership consciousness. Sound is low. Nithyananda, are all of you able to hear? If you are able to hear, okay. Wonderful. Can each of you post now? Tell clearly what exactly is this leadership? Ma Krista Hetman, the Ma on the left, okay. This is Ma Tattvapriya and this is Ma Nithyananda, okay. Just telling you so that you can know our names too. A kind of honor, okay. Fearlessly leadership to me is taking full responsibility for myself and others around me. Fearlessly taking action, lead people, become strong, better, and be the best of ourselves. Wonderful. So nice to see all of you, different, varied, multidimensional definitions. It's so interesting. Doing what's pleasant, not right. Well, I think it should be the other way around. Masonyaro, I think you meant the other way around. Doing what's right and not the pleasant. No problem. Helping others through teaching to do the right thing and stepping up when there is problem. All right. Many of you are posting different attributes of leadership because all these are right. Serving people, taking responsibility to lead people to better lives. All right. Now, how can this leadership actually start in us? Swamiji revealed one very important thing. What is that one thing? What, when you start doing, leadership can actually start in us? Please take a moment. What, when you start doing, taking responsibility for myself and others? More. One very important thing. Let me see who is getting it. See, Swamiji, yes, Swamiji explained about responsibility, but Swamiji said one thing. Only when you start, okay, I'll give you all a hint. because Swamiji revealed so many powerful cognitions. So the exact thing what I'm asking about is Swamiji said, when you start infusing something, one particular thing into others' life, when you do in a particular way, when you start involving into others' lives, that is when Ishwaratva, leadership consciousness, starts in you. What is that? We should involve with others' life with what? Responsibility, trust. Okay. But like one very important thing. What is it? You want to take responsibility with what should you be taking responsibility? Oh, I'm going to get interesting answers. Come on. I request everyone to post. Choices versus freedom. Okay. Next. Okay. I'm going to tell the answer. The answer is infusing consciousness. Understand? When you infuse consciousness, only when your consciousness involves with others' life, you manifest Ishwaratva. Making
And most importantly, when you take responsibility, when you want to manifest leadership, like Swamiji said, your ability to stay integrated to your purpose of life without getting distracted with the so-called choices that you experience is real responsibility. That is freedom. Only when you take responsibility, you are given that freedom. When you take responsibility, cosmos showers you with resources. You need to drop getting overwhelmed and you just need to decide to take responsibility. Like somebody said that example, that man had everything he wanted. He had the best resources for sannyas. But just that simple, silly distractions, he could not stand up and he could not take sannyas, his purpose of life. Something that he wanted. Now, Swamiji himself gave all of us an exercise. Can all of you open your book and list down what decisions did you make just to reach and foolishly miss putting yourself into the responsibility of the purpose? Please take a few minutes and please write it down. Swamiji himself gave an example also when Swamiji was leaving the house. How Swamiji's whole family, came around Swamiji and they all said, "Oh, will you be able to leave Arunachala and go?" Yes. For Swamiji, Arunachala was the love of his life. But when it came to his purpose, Swamiji did not retain that choice. Swamiji had a choice, but Swamiji did not retain that choice. So I request every one of you to take a few minutes and please pen down, write down all the decisions you made in which you chose to retain the choices of your life. As all of you have gone down, have all of you finished writing? All the decisions you made in your life, which because you were unwilling to let go of the choices, you foolishly missed fitting to the responsibility of your life. Now, in each of those situations, decide to take responsibility of your life's purpose and decide to complete it, analyze and complete it. Just take a few minutes, analyze in each of them what was the choice that you made, what you should have done, and what was the choice you made. Please take a few minutes. Are you all written down? Now understand, when you take responsibility, your inner space expands. When you take responsibility, you experience the real freedom. Some will always say freedom comes with responsibility. And understand, the first thing that happens in you when your inner space expands. What does it mean? Why does Swamiji say when you take responsibility, your possibility opens up, your inner space expands? What does that mean? Your ability to process the large information that life provides to you becomes easy. Right now, we all can't cognize a larger picture of life. Many times, many decisions we make, many reactions, many responses we give to life always come from the short perspective of life we understand. Because one, we don't see the larger possibilities of life. Second, we don't process, digest the information of inside of us. So today the power we are going to be manifesting right now, right after we all listen to this beautiful revelation from Swamiji. The power we are going to be manifesting is processing the large information in your space. This is the process, the possibility that happens in our inner space. So please understand, every single time you sit with impossibility in front of you, you are getting stuck in this. Sanjay Odi, I'll fix it. I apologize for that. I'll fix it. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yes. Now let us enter into the next session where we will be manifesting this ability to process large information about life inside of us. We're going to be manifesting this as a power, and joining with us for this session is Manitya Shambhavananda.
Now, as Ma Nithyananda just shared, we are going to be manifesting this power of handling large amounts of information. See, because of the way the modern education is structured, the way we have been brought up, we tend to resist large amounts of information when it comes to raw information the way it is. But Swamiji very clearly says your brain's capacity, even without powers, just your regular brain's capacity, can hold up to 240 shiploads of information. There was a very funny incident in the life of Alexander the Great. We heard about Alexander. When he invaded India, he had a guru back in Egypt, back from where he came, who had asked him to, back in Greece, who had asked him to get some of the Vedas, and come back. So he came to India, and when he was there, he was trying to collect the Vedas. And he was collecting it, and 10 whole ships got filled up, okay? There was 10 ships filled with books. And he was like, is there more? And he went and he asked a particular guru that in India, that I've already collected 10 shiploads of books called the Vedas, and my guru asked me to get all the Vedas, and I'm trying to find out how much more is there for me to get. And this guru very clearly said, oh, what you have collected up till now is not even 10% of the Vedas. You have collected a very small amount of the Vedas, like only within 5 to 10% of the Vedas. And he was shocked. And then the guru said, you wanted the Vedas, why are you doing so much work? I will send 2 of my disciples with you, and they will come and recite the whole Vedas for you. That is the capacity of each and every one of us to hold that much information. Swamiji says the key is knowing how to organize your brain. That is the most important thing. The way we store information is so haphazard because we have such a resistance to storing information. But when you're very organized in the way you store information, that is when the manifestation happens. There is one very, very clear way you can understand this power. When you are chanting, okay, let's say you're chanting a certain verse, even the basic Satguru Vandana, which most of us probably know, if I ask you what is the third line, third word, instantaneously you'll not be able to say it, right? When you're chanting it, each word holographically or fractally leads to the other word. It's like when I say the first word, when I finish that word, the next word comes up. When I finish that word, the next word comes up. Each fractally leads to the other. When I go within that, I see the next coming up. That is how we store information when we want to store large amounts. One connects to the other. It's not that one after the other, it's one within the other. That is how information should be stored in our brain when we can hold large amounts. Generally, any power which we do also, the next moment is stored within that moment. Now, it's not that next hour comes actually after this hour, it comes within this hour because the whole universe is a fractal nature. There is no second. We say Purnamadav, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate. They cannot be two because it is whole, it is complete. Only holographic nature of the entire universe. That means that every moment is within the other moment. Every information is within the previous information. So with that cognition, let us see the Shastra Pramana for the power of Sarvajñatva, of quantum memory, being able to hold large amounts of information. Very beautifully, Paramashiva reveals how the whole power manifestation happens. We even see in modern science, see Swamiji, when the Gurukul, the one ma, right, when she was taking care of Gurukul, so once she came to Swamiji once and she gave a book to Swamiji saying, Swamiji, I found a book on quantum memory, how to have such vast memory. Actually, Gurukul, we started with that quantum memory, holding large amounts of information. And Swamiji said, what quantum memory? I will teach you no memory. What did he mean? Well, you're not trying to store the information in your limited understanding, in your way of storing it, but accessing the cosmic store of information which has every moment of the past, present, and future in the universe stored. So let us now see the Shastra Pramana, which is from the Sarvajñanottara Agama, where Paramashiva has revealed to Subramanya himself the power of Sarvajñatva, quantum memory, in the 15th verse. Evamekatma bhavena samsthitasya tu yoginaha sarvajñatvam pravarteta vikalparahitasya tu. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, within such a yogi who establishes himself in absolute, non-dual oneness with Lord Shiva, and who keeps himself free from all sorts of differentiating notions, the exalted superpower of all-knowing, Sarvajñatvam, gets unfolded in all its fullness. Paramashiva is revealing the science behind Sarvajñatva. To know whatever you want to know, to be able to store it, it is the non-duality, it is the oneness, where we don't have a differentiating notion between what I know and what I can know and what I don't know. That is what manifests this. For the Apta Pramana, we have a very beautiful incident from the life of Rishi Ashtavakra. So there was a great Guru, Uddalaka, who had a disciple named Kahoda. And Kahoda served Uddalaka, received all the studies of the Vedas, the Shastras from his Guru Uddalaka. To such an extent, he impressed his Guru that on the time of graduation, Rishi Uddalaka gave his only daughter in marriage, Sujata in marriage to Kahoda. After marriage also, Kahoda and his wives continued to stay in the Guru's ashram, and Kahoda also started teaching the kids of the Gurukul. And what happens is, in due time, Sujata gets pregnant with a child, and she used to also sit and listen to her father and husband teaching the greatest truths. Just through that, the child within her womb, unborn child, grasped the knowledge of the Vedas just by listening to his grandfather, Uddalaka. He grasped that subtle knowledge of the Vedas. But what happened was, Kahoda was not as skilled as Uddalaka and made a certain number of mistakes while reciting the scriptures. The unborn child, unable to bear this, started correcting his father from within his mother's womb. This is the extent to which we see the level of quantum memory. But then Kahoda was felt offended by this. My own son is correcting me, that also within the womb, and curses the child, Rishi Ashtavakra, saying that you will be born with 8 bends for disrespecting your father, for insulting your father. And so the child was born as Rishi Ashtavakra, enlightened at birth with 8 bends in his body. He was crooked at 8 points. He was the Rajaguru, the guru of the great Raja Rishi Janaka, and he gave the beautiful Ashtavakra Gita to the whole world. Another small incident that I would like to share about the Apta Pramana for the power, where we see the life of Vibhishana. So he's a character in the Mahabharata. Though being the brother of the villain Ravana, he was a dharmatma. He was completely dharmic and moved over to Rama's side and accepted Rama as the supreme. And it is said that when Vibhishana was doing tapas to gain the boons from Lord Brahma, which ultimately he got the boon of always being dharmic, he did the tapasya of chanting the Vedas. He was so skilled in the entire Vedas, the same Vedas I told you that Alexander filled 10 shiploads of, but was not able to get even more than 10% of the Vedas. That same Vedas, all 4 of them, Vibhishana, for 6 years, he chanted it the right way from beginning to end for 6 years, a continuous ajapa japa of the Vedas. And then for the remaining 6 years, a total of 12 years tapasya, the remaining 6 years, he chanted it backwards. Yes, he literally chanted it backwards. That was the extent to which he was able to store that information in his brain. Let's listen to a small clipping of Swamiji sharing how he has manifested this power of quantum information, quantum memory.
That power. I still remember once that there was a power manifestation. My guru Kuppammal, she was making me manifest the Yegasandagrahyam. Yegasandagrahyam means listening once and repeating the whole as it is. That power. There was one senior Hindu leader who was visiting Tiruvannamalai, and my guru, Uppammal, has taken me to meet him. There she told me that I have to demonstrate this power. I said, your blessings, I'll do it. And that Swami was asked to choose. First he chose Shiva Puranam. They chanted the Shiva Puranam. I repeated the whole thing. Only once they will chant and I have to repeat completely. No one was expecting he will choose a very complicated first Tiruppugal. And it was chanted and I repeated just by listening once. முத்தைத்தரு வத்தித் திருநகை அத்திக்கிரை சத்திச்சரவண முத்திக்கொரு வித்துக்குருவர எனவோதும் முக்கட்பர மற்குச் சுருதியின் முற்பட்டது கற்பித்திருவரு 33 வர்க்கத்தமரரும் அடிவேண 10 தலை தக்க கணைதொடு மொற்றைக்கிரி மத்தை பொருதொரு பட்டப்பகல் வட்டத்திகிரியில் இரவாத பத்தற்கிற தத்தை கடவிய பச்சை புயன் மெச்சத்தகு பொருள் பட்சத்துடன் ரட்சித்தருளுவது ஒரு நாளே பத்தற்கிற தத்தை கடவிய பச்சை புயன் மச்சத்தகு பொருள் ரட்சித்தர் அருளுவது ஒரு நாளே. தித்தித்தைய ஒத்தப்பரிபுர நிறுத்தப்பதம் வைத்து பயிரவி திக்கொக்க நடிக்க கழுகொடு கழுதாட திக்குப்பரி அட்டப்பயிரவர் தொக்குத்தொகு தொக்குத்தொகுதொகு சித்திரப்பவுரி திரித்திரிகடக எனவோத கொத்துப்பறை கொட்டக்களமிசை கொத்து குக்கு குகு குக்கு குகு குத்திப்புதை புக்குப்பிடி என முதுகூகை கொத்துப்பறை கொட்டக்களமிசை குக்கு குகு குக்கு குகு குத்திப்புதை புக்குப்பிடி என முதுகூகை கொற்புற்ற நட்பற்ற உணரை வெட்டிப்பலி இட்டு குலகிரி ஒத்துப்பட ஒத்துப்புறவல பெருமாளே. It is a song somebody recited, and only once I heard and I recited the whole thing as it is. It's one of the beautiful song on Subramanya. Power manifestation of Egasantagrahya.
So powerful how Swamiji was just chanting it, and with such clarity, the way Swamiji chants the whole thing. And many times I have listened to Swamiji's chanting the various things he shares. Swamiji also reveals, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, that when he was born, he would directly sing the Abhirami Andadi, which is the 100 verses on Devi Abhirami, even though it was never played to him or he had never heard it after he was born. When he was 3 or 4 years old, he just started singing the Abhirami Andadi. And then they found out that when he was in his mother's womb, Swami Amma used to listen to the Abhirami Andadi every day. And just in the womb, Swamiji had downloaded this whole Abhirami Andadi itself. So now we are all going to be manifesting this power. Are we all ready? The key now, we're going to have a series of images flashed on screen. What each and every one of you are going to do is cognize those images and repeat them in the same order. That is how we are doing this. We have the game where we have to, each of us tell one word and we have to remember the previous words that were told. Except now you're not doing this from your memory, you're going to do this from cosmic memory. That is why now listen to me very carefully. When you are doing this, you are not going to try to remember. That is the most important thing. You are not going to try to remember anything. You are going to sit, connect to Swamiji, and look at the images through your third eye. The key is Paramashiva is going to be remembering this for you. Obviously, he already knows it. He's the one putting it out there for you to see. So because of that, it's most important you don't try remembering it. Because the minute you try to remember something, immediately you're bringing your thoughts, your mind. So let's start now. We have the series of images flashed. We'll do one quick round and then we will verify what are all the words that are being projected. So we have a certain set of images on screen now. You're going to look at it as they are being flashed just through your third eye, and you're going to write it down again at the end. Now, just through your third eye, describe all the images. We'll have just 2 minutes for all of you to type down all the images you're able to remember. See, you might be thinking, oh my God, it's so going too fast. How am I supposed to remember it? It's not possible. I'm not even able to catch the image. Your third eye sees everything. Very clearly, your third eye sees everything. There is a possibility when you're put in a certain brain state, just generally through external means, through which you can repeat every single detail, the license plate of every road, of every car that went on the road next to you while driving to work. Up to that level, information is stored in your brain even now. It's just that we don't know how to access it. So now you're going to holographically do it. You're going to fractally do it. The first image that you're remembering, go into that. You tell me what the next image is. Leave it to Paramashiva to reveal what the images are to you. Okay? So let's have 1 minute for all of you to finish typing down exactly as Swamiji did it. Just by listening to that complicated sutra once, that complicated mantra once, he was just able to repeat it by just grasping it through the third eye, not with that small logic that we have, which we have used to learn up till now. So can I request everyone to start posting whatever you are able to grasp, whatever Paramashiva is now revealing to you. You are going to witness that manifestation and type it down and share it immediately in the chat. Let's all post our answers quickly. Ma Priyatma Surpini, Ma Geetanjali, Ma Dahana, Ma Ashwini, can we all just, Ma Sarala, you can all post your answers in the chat immediately. Okay, now let's see the answers. Let's now see what the list of images that were just projected to all of you was. I'll just read it out and you can go through your list and you can tell whatever, you can match it with whatever you posted, okay? Globe, microscope, slippers, pencil, sheep, lamp, laptop, shoes, ship, rhino, plant, plane, ambulance, phone, bicycle, vase, bus, paperclip, pram, forklift, satellite, computer, telescope, bookshelf, chair, hanger, alarm clock, curtains, fan, fish, mirror, door, fork, rocket, window, whisk, rolling pin, plate, spoon, toaster, pan, mug, oven, oven mitt, ladle, knife, tap, grater, sun, orange, comet, elephant, earth, astronaut, banana, mango, lemon, cherry, watermelon, bear, peas, ambulance, tiger, train, pumpkin, carrot, car, monkey, plain giraffe. Okay, these are the words, the pictures that were just projected. You can verify with your answers and post. If any of you did not have time to fully manifest, no worries. We are going to be doing further in the program further today also. More rounds of this round of power manifestation, and definitely further in the program we will be doing it in a more systematic way. So just stay tuned, and now we are going to be entering into the next powerful cognitions from Swamiji. What is it that makes Subramanya invincible? What is that secret about his inner space? What does he question? What does he believe? What does he hold that makes him an Ajaya, that space of Ajayatva? Let's now listen to these powerful cognitions from Swamiji himself.
This is Sarvajnanotragama Vidyapada. First verse, Tripadartha Vicharana Prakaranam. Detailed exposition on the three categories. Pashupasa Vidanam Hi Shrotumichchami Tattvataha Samyoganjat tesham katayasva maheshwaraha adyapashastataastesham jivatyastu kintu vai kepashako falat komala prokta kasmat batta pumaniti kepashako malaprokta kasmat battah pumaniti patischakim vitongnyeyas सातिका रेपते स्थितः शिवश्च कीदृशा प्रोक्ता योतिकारविवर्चितः. I want you to listen to the original verses. That is the reason I am reciting the original verse. Now I will read out the translation. Subramanya, the son of Paramashiva, is asking Paramashiva, O great Lord, I am intent on hearing from you the essential and immanent nature of the bound self and of fettering bonds as they really are. Also explain how the souls and bonds get linked. And the Lord asked of these two, Pashu and Pasa, which do you want to hear first, Pasa or Pasu? Skanda replied, Lord Skanda replied, what are those bonds? What is it that which is often told as Mala, for which reason souls get chained with the limiting factors? How the essential nature of Pati, who being established in the specific state of authority, performs the fivefold cosmic function, how could be known? How the essential nature of Lord Shiva is above and free from the specific state of authority has been explained. Now, I'll enter into the exact inner space, the being of Subramanya and being of Paramashiva. Listen intensely. There are three things: Pashu, Pasa, Pati. Pashu means bound soul, the self. All of you who are experiencing limitation, bondage. Pasa, the bondage, impurity, patterns, incompletions, karma, whatever word you may use. The bondage is Pasa, and Pati, Paramashiva. In these three, Subramanya is asking, explain to me about Pashu and Pasa. Understand, I want you to know. He is not at all asking about Pati, Paramashiva. You need to know the secret inner space of Subramanya. Yesterday I told, just be like Subramanya for next 16 days. I'll give you exactly what Paramashiva gave it to Subramanya to you all through this Agama. Listen. At no time Subramanya is questioning about Pati. I'll tell you the secret from my own experience. Exactly, I'll map it to Atma Pramana and tell you. Now I gave you Shastra Pramana by reading out the scripture. I'll give you Apta Pramana and my Atma Pramana. Both. Listen. Atma Pramana, from my experience, I'll tell you. See, when there was murder attempt on me, this anti-Hindu, Dravish gang and some more forces, I will not name them now. when they attempted to kill me, burn the ashram, destroy the Sangha. Socially, we try to take many action. We try to take it to the local police and try to file complaint. Nothing could be done. We try to go to the court, Indian courts. We could not get any justice. It's years, and then we tried going to every way, every possible venue. Socially, we tried many things. We knocked every door, literally every politician. We begged everyone for justice. Socially, how we try is one. And we tried to tell our story to everyone. Morally, how we deal is one. All that is external world, outer world related. How I handled it inside me. I am opening that secret now. Listen. Listen. How I responded inside me. First thing, I responded to Paramashiva. Paramashiva, I am very clear about one thing. I will not question you. I will not doubt you. I will never consciously or unconsciously, even in the remote corner of my mind or dream, will point the finger towards you or will turn the needle towards you. I am very clear about it. Your existence and your connection with me and you manifesting in me, all that is absolute truth. There is no doubt, question, negotiation, up, down in that. It's sealed deal. Over. I will only question, doubt, think, other than your existence. I will only ask, through these attacks, you are asking me to do some great work. You are asking me to take some more responsibility. Please make me understand that in my language. That's all. You are asking me, you are sending me the message to be more responsible for larger vision and larger projects, larger expectations from you. Let me just understand that and evolve to that. And I give you my absolute commitment. Just make me understand in my language the responsibility I need to take for your vision for me. And I am here to put everything you have given me to make that into reality. I am just reading out exactly as I responded. My first response to Paramashiva when I was attacked. My first reaction, my immediate reaction when I was attacked, my first reaction towards Paramashiva. Paramashiva is my life. It is very clear. I will only ask Paramashiva to make me understand your vision for me, so I will take the responsibility to fulfill it. I know through this attack, you are asking me to take responsibility for a larger vision of you. You want me to raise to the higher level of life, higher and higher. Just make me understand in my language that I understand. Map it to my system. Help me that. So, I go all out and take responsibility for your vision for me. Let me flare up and get more integrated to you, Paramashiva, my Mahadeva. That's all is the mind of Subramanya, consciousness of Subramanya, being of Subramanya. Listen to what I said now again and again. I am very clear. Paramashiva is real. He himself is absolutely manifesting through this being. So anything happening from outside, any attack, anything happening, I will only look into what Paramashiva is trying to teach me through this. And what is the larger vision Paramashiva wants me to take responsibility. Now, I am flaring up and getting more integrated to Paramashiva. How I can fulfill his larger vision for me. That's all. I tell you, all those dash, demons, devils, rakshasas, racist terrorists, Dravish terrorists, media mafia, Hindu phobia terrorists, and anti-guru Hindu gangsters, guru phobia Hindu terrorists. All of you please be informed. The more you try to attack me, the more I flare up and get more integrated to Paramashiva. So, every time you try to attack me, you are only going to find more powerful, more integrated, more responsible, more enriching, more powerful Nithyananda Paramashivam. You are only making my version higher and higher and higher, because my whole mental setup, my consciousness is such. More attack from outside, I only get more integrated to Paramashiva. Understand? The same hot water makes potato soft, egg hard. So, hot water does not decide the content, that decides how it is going to become. So, external situations does not decide, the inner consciousness decides the outcome. I tell you, because of this consciousness, I am invincible. Listen, I am declaring Ajayatva like Subramanya. Why? Not because of arrogance, not because of any power, anything, but because Paramashiva has blessed me only to question Pashu and Pasa, never pati. He has blessed me with the strength of never questioning the pati. I question only pasu and pasa. Never doubt pati. No question about pati. Paramashiva. Listen. Whoever catches this consciousness, you are Ajaya, are invincible. You are victorious forever. You are successful in everything you do. You are invincible. Listen. Just this one lesson. Learn from Subramanya. Question only pasu and pasa. Individual, bound soul and bondage. Never ever question pati. That is what is the consciousness of Vetrivel. Vetrivel. This is the first lesson. Understand? Manifesting Subramanya's being in you. Decide forever, I will never question my Guru. That's what exactly I told Paramashiva. Actually, with Paramashiva, I relate more as Guru. Because the most intimate experience I had with Paramashiva is when he came as Arunagiri Yogeshwara. That's the ultimate, intimate experience I had. So even now when I remember Paramashiva, I remember only as Arunagiri Yogeshwara. I said, I will never question my Guru. That is sealed. The Satya of my Guru and Satya of my Guru. Reality of my Guru, possibility of my Guru. No question about it. I will only question the Pasu and Pasa. What way I am supposed to become more responsible to tune myself to your vision for me? How can I manifest your vision more? Be more responsible, be more integrated to you, be more authentic to you. That's it. Make me understand in my language. I am here all out 100% with ferocious Tyaga to burn myself, to drop myself at your feet and burn myself in your energy. And with this ferocious Tyaga, I am here to become part of your larger vision. That's it. That's it. I am here only to question Pashu and Pasa about bondage and bound soul. Over. Nothing else. Nothing else. Will never ever question Pati. Pati's reality and possibility. Just understand this one thing, you will be liberated. From where you start matters. From where you start matters. And how you start matters. Today, just sit with this one cognition. List down at least 25 times when you questioned the Pati, Paramashiva, and destroyed your life. List at least 25 incidents when you questioned the Guru and destroyed your life. Pen down 25 times you did that and bring yourself to completion, to this one powerful cognition. No question of questioning Guru. Question only Pasu and Pasa, never Pati. Iron out your whole inner space today with this one powerful cognition. Come to the Subramanya consciousness. Then you can receive Sarvajnanottaragama. Listen, I'll give you the precise technology now. Sit and pen down 25 incidents in your life when you flared up, you questioned Paramashiva, Guru, you questioned the Pati. Pen down those incidents. Decide ferociously never to question Guru, but to question the soul, bound soul, and the patterns, bondages. With this powerful cognition, complete all the 25 incidents. And if you question the bound soul and the patterns, how the solutions will flower, start manifesting that. Today's homework is this only. Make Subramanya consciousness to receive Sarvajnanottaragama. Just make yourself as simple as Subramanya. You will manifest it. You will manifest Paramashiva. Whatever Paramashiva gave it to Subramanya, you will receive that.
A powerful truth told in the most simplest and the most precise way. This is the initiation that all of us are going to be receiving today. Like Swamiji said, to have the greatest of experience, we just need to have the inner space like Subramanya. I think much more than anything, the very example that Swamiji gave from his own life, like what is the exact inner space that Swamiji has, which as we all can see, Swamiji is invincible. No matter what attacks happen, no matter what extent of atrocities are done against Swamiji, but still not once, never once, Swamiji has even faltered or shaken. That invincibility, even the people who attack cannot deny that, because no matter how hard they try, nothing shakes Swamiji from his mission. And here, Swamiji has literally given that exact, precise secret for all of us. Just not questioning the Pati, questioning the Pasu and Pasha, and not questioning the Pati is the precise inner space, the secret that Swamiji has, which makes Swamiji invincible. I see many of you have posted in the chats. Please understand this exact inner space. Even if you just grasp it, even if you just decide, Swamiji, because Swamiji has told now, I drop all my past, whatever is there inside me, and just decide never to question the Pati, never questioning cosmos, never questioning life, never questioning Guru. Ma Krista Hetman has posted, as us, as his own extensions, we are also invincible with this cognition. I feel so empowered. Beautiful. And Ma Basti Nebuldas has posted, Swamiji, you are the best and always will be the greatest. The more you, Ma Krista has posted, the more you attack me, the more I flare up and become more integrated to Paramashiva. Precisely. That is the powerful cognition. That is the secret of Swamiji's inner space. Nothing moved Swamiji away from his integrity to Paramashiva. Nothing has taken Swamiji away from his integrity to his Guru. Like Swamiji said, for us, Paramashiva is who? Swamiji, our Guru. Paramashiva himself has come down as Swamiji for us. Just we deciding never to question the Guru, never to question the Pati, Paramashiva, questioning all the bondages and the bound soul, but never questioning the Pati. That is the secret to manifesting that invincibility in our inner space. Now, let us all prepare for this initiation. Today, through the initiation, we are all going to be receiving. We are having a very powerful Subramanya Aushadha. Swamiji is going to be infusing this Ajayatva and initiating us into this exact same inner space as Swamiji's. And Swamiji is going to be energizing the Subramanya Aushadha. See, this inner space of Subramanya, when it is drawn, put out in a cosmic geometry, is the Subramanya Yantra. Now, I request all the participants, every one of you, to take a few minutes. Please keep chandan, kumkum, some sacred powder ready. Because today, during the initiation, Swamiji is going to be energizing the Subramanya Aushadha, which means the Subramanya's inner space, when drawn out, when laid out as a drawing, that geometry is the Subramanya Yantra. This Ajayatva inner space of Subramanya, when it is laid out, that is the Subramanya Yantra. Now we are all going to be drawing the Subramanya Yantra on the plate which has the powder, and Swamiji is himself going to be infusing that energy and energizing this powder. And whenever we apply, we are manifesting that same inner space inside of us. We are manifesting that Ajayatva inside of us. I request all the participants to please bring, you can bring either a plate of turmeric or a plate of sandalwood or a plate of bhasma or a plate of kumkum. Any of this, please bring. Now, we are going to be watching Swamiji himself drawing the Subramanya Yantra. And we are going to be doing the exact same thing. So Swamiji will himself be guiding us step by step. And as Swamiji is drawing it, as Swamiji is himself doing it, we all can see and we all can do the exact same method, the exact same process. And we will all be able to get this Aushadha energized. I request everyone to please see and follow along.
Kona is Nada. Sorry, this the upside is Bindu, downside is Nada. This is Kala. Nada Bindu Kaladi Namo. This is the Sakshitatva. புரியுதா? ஆபரணம் முருகன்றதால வேல் முதல்ல சூல சைடில். This is the ஆபரணம், the ருத்ராட்ச விபூதி. ஆபரணம், ஆயுதம், அக்ஷரம்,
We request all the participants to kindly please draw the yantra, as we all see Swamiji himself drawing the yantra. We request all the participants to please draw along with Swamiji. You all can draw. The picture of the yantra is projected for all of you on the screen.
வசிய, மோகன, ஸ்தம்பன, வித்வேஷன, ஆகர்ஷண, உச்சாரண, வேதன, மாரண. தர்மாய, அதர்மாய, வைராக்கியாய, அவைராக்கியாய, ஈஸ்வரியாய. இது வந்து கீழே நம்ம டிவோட்டிஸ் பக்கமாக இருக்கும். இது மேலே சேன் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்கள் ஒளி பிரசாதம் எடுத்து நானே ப்ளஸ் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் பிரசாதம் பண்ணிக்கலாம். இந்த ஊதி விஷயம் இல்லை, பிரசாதம் இருக்கும். அத்தியானம் அழகாக பிடிச்சிக்கும், ரெண்டு பக்கம் பிடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கும். சயின்ஸ் ஆஃப் யந்த்ரா. All the Subramanyas, Anga Devata, Avarana Devata, everything is installed in that. All the energies are installed in that through the line drawings. So this is the cartoon of Subramanya. So Subramanya's energy will be radiated in this with a particular mantra. That Vibhuti will completely infuse with Subramanya's energy with this chanting now. And energy is in process. So if the Vibhuti is distributed and applied, the Subramanya's grace will be on that person. You see 71 corners will be there. For Devi 43 triangle. For Subramanya 71 corner. If you count, you will see 71 corners will be there. Mainly this yantra will create the Subramanya's energy and take people out of fear and destroying enemies. Chatru Samhara. And I have infused the energy of Ashtasiddhi, Ashtakarma in that. Ashtasiddhis, Lahima, Karima, Mahima, Prapti, Shitvam, Ashitvam, and all that. Ashtakarma means Vasyam, Stambanam, Mohanam, Agrushnam, Vidveshanam, Bedanam, Maranam. These are the Ashtakarmas. There's one more. Vasyam, Mohanam, Stambanam, Bedanam, Vidveshanam, Agrushanam, Uchchadanam, Maranam. Means these are the 8 powers. Extraordinary powers. You can just mesmerize anybody, or you can just create romance in anybody towards anybody. See, mesmerizing only towards you. Creating romance in somebody towards somebody, or towards you. That's the second power. And Bedanam, make them mad. Completely imbalanced. Uchchadanam, make them completely agitated. Vidveshanam, they do not know what for they are functioning. Vidveshanam. Agrushanam, giving them tremendous power to be successful. Agrushanam. Uchchadanam, again, giving them the tremendous intelligence for strategy planning. Agrushanam is physical power, Uchchadanam is mental power. Blessing them. Let you have Uchchadanam to do what you want. Maranam, finishing it off completely. These are the 8 extraordinary powers. Subramanya plays with that powers. So, he is surrounded by the Ashtama Siddhis. See, Ashta Siddhis do personal seva. Ashtakarmas do the outside seva for him. Means like without touching the body, any seva is done. It is a second level service. Like a security and all that. So that second level service is done by the Ashtakarmas. First level service is done by Ashtasiddhis.
So those are all energies.
Those are all energies. And he is sitting with the Dharma, Adharma, Vairagya, Avairagya, Aishwarya, Anaishwarya. All these are different components of the cosmos. And Kamadenu, Kalpavriksha, Parijata, Ratnasimhasana, Samminnala, these are all his glory. He is sitting in the Ratnasimhasana, which is under the Kalpavriksha, which is covered by the Parijata, where Kamadenu is standing and serving him and ready to give anything you want. Ratna Singhasana is the throne. Samminnala, a beautiful Agadi, I don't know English word. I think the water body, sacred water body. Samminnala. So these are all the heavenly objects which gives whatever you want. The powers. And then with the 12 hands and 18 eyes, 6 faces, and the eternal aura, Surya Prabhavali, because he is born out of the fire, he is a Surya Prabhavali. For Krishna Andal, Chandra Prabhavali. Krishna Andal is a more cool, that aura, means the Prabhavali. For this is Surya Prabhavali. So the Trishul is the protection. For Krishna Yantra Andal, moon will be the thing. So that kind of weapon as a protection. So this is like a Dhyana Sloka. Now whatever I described, it's a Dhyana Sloka. And the Bijakshara of Saravana Bhava. Bijakshara. So this yantra will be the auspicious yantra, Mangala yantra. So it is not specially aiming for some purpose. Mangala means your presence is what we need. So if it is a special purpose, so to that direction the main bindu should be directed. The main triangle, which is the center, should be directed to Marana or Vidveshana or Agarshana or Uchchadana. If that is directed, that special power, towards that the energy will be concentrated. So now what I did is a Mangala. We want your presence, that's all. We are not asking anything special. To kill somebody or to mesmerize somebody or to create romance somebody. No, we are not asking any special things. We want your presence and blessings. That is why yantra, purpose of this yantra.
दक्षालम्बितवामनिद्रितपदं कृष्णं मृगं चाभयम् टङ्कं चाधदतं वरं च कटकैर्बिभ्राणया वामके वामालम्बितनिद्रितान्यदा देव्यै युतं द्रयत्ततः स्कन्देनाब्जकरद्वयेन सहितं सोमागुहेशं भजे. This form of Soma Skandamurti of Subramanya and Paramashiva gracing with Devi Paramashiva Shakti and Subramanya is the very form that all of us are going to be having the darshan of today.
And during the darshan, all of you can place the aushada, that the yantra that we just drew, for the blessing in front of the camera. Please make sure that you are seated in front of the camera and clearly visible in front of the camera. And also, during the darshan, you can post your messages, the boons, prayer requests, so that Swamiji's blessing, you can receive Swamiji's blessings, and you'll actually receive it as Swamiji's direct responses, especially on the Zoom rooms. You'll see Swamiji's personally dictated responses. And today we are going to be having the special Kalpataru. It's going to be happening.
Participants here that are sitting in Kailasa, Los Angeles, and all the participants who had the blessing, who were able to go right in time, and who are all here in the Kailasa, Los Angeles, get ready for a very, very special Kalpataru Darshan for all of you. And to all the participants around the globe that are seated right now, that are watching us on social media, on Zoom and various different platforms, through the darshan, today we are going to be receiving the most powerful initiation to reflect that invincible inner space of Swamiji's in us. Every one of you that are sitting here, each and every one of you that are watching this right now, please make sure you're keeping the yantra, the one that you've drawn, in such a way that it is visible in the camera. Can I request every one of you to place the Subramanya's yantra that you have drawn in such a way that it's visible in the camera, please? Yes, you can use kumkum also. Ma Vimala Nambiar, it can be kumkum also. Yes, please make sure you're keeping it in such a way. Ma Parameshwari, you should also be visible and the plate should also be visible. Do not just focus on the plate alone. You all can make sure that the plate along with you is visible. So you can keep it in that position. And Swamiji will be infusing that life energy in that intense, like literally Swamiji is going to be energizing the Subramanya Yantra with his own biomemory, with his own energy. So the moment you get it energized, please understand that becomes a aushada. It becomes a sacred alchemy product. So right after you get it energized, please store that powder carefully and safely. And every time, for be it for power manifestation, anything that you want, you can just apply that aushada on both the temples and on the third eye. And that aushada will immediately infuse the inner space of Subramanya inside of you. We request every one of you to take a few minutes.
And we also want to request all the participants, especially during the darshan, when Swamiji is giving his blessings and Swamiji is initiating us, we request everyone to kindly make sure that you are posting your messages only once. Do not post the same messages multiple times. You can ask any number of boons you want as multiple messages, but please do not repeat the same message multiple times, as that is leading to you spamming the chat and preventing even you from seeing the blessings that Swamiji is giving you. as well as it's also disrupting the experience of other participants. So I request all the participants to please kindly acknowledge this. Please post your messages only once. Do not repeat your messages multiple times. And you can post this multiple messages as like different messages as multiple messages, but not the same message. Yes, Ma Karen, the darshan is now. It's starting in just a few minutes. So that is all. Get ready. If any of you want to invite any of your friends, family members, do so right away.
Especially today's initiation, they should not miss, because today's initiation is literally awakening the Ajayatva inner space in them. So do not miss. Just in a few minutes right now, we are having the darshan that is starting. All the viewers that are watching us on social media, if you would like to get your yantra energized, please do join the two-way video conferencing. Only when Swamiji is seeing the yantra, the Nayana Diksha energizes the yantra. So to all the viewers that are watching us on YouTube, Facebook and different social media platforms, for you to experience this initiation, please come join live on the two-way video conferencing. You all can head to paramashivoham.org and you will be able to receive the initiation on with the Naina Diksha there. And also today, during the darshan, all the prayers that each of you have, when Swamiji comes, right after Swamiji comes, you all can post the prayers that you have, the boons that you would like to ask to Swamiji on the Zoom chat and on the different social media platforms. And we encourage all the participants to ask all the prayers that you want, especially pertaining to wherever you want to have victory, wherever you want to experience a breakthrough, you are stuck somewhere in some place, and you would like to manifest invincibility in a certain place, you can go ahead and post all that prayers and boons requests to Swamiji.
And start posting your prayers after the darshan begins. And make sure to post your prayers on all the social media platforms. Understand, you posting on the social media platforms is too important because Bhagwan's eyes can fall on any of the platforms. So I'm sure none of us want to miss. When Swamiji's eyes fall on your message, immediately your message is blessed. Understand, especially during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan that we are going to be experiencing, literally, see, the deities land inside Swamiji. Like how Swamiji explains that our consciousness is like an airport where various beings from various planes of existence can land upon. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, as Nijavatara, Swamiji sits radiating the deity. Today, when we have the darshans of Somaskanda Murti and Shishyabhava Murti, literally those deities, the forms of Paramashiva radiating through Swamiji. So all the auspicious qualities, today when we learned in the first session, all of us learned about what is the inner space of Subramanya, who is Bhagavan Subramanya, how he's ever victorious, and how he is the complete manifestation of Paramashiva, completion of Paramashiva himself. So today we are going to be manifesting that, those auspicious components, the powerfulness of the deities we are going to be manifesting today. Shen Yi Huan, if you do not have these Aushadas, do not really sit down now, and like in the next upcoming program, again we will be having this initiation. So you can attend on that date and you can receive this initiation. But please be in front of the camera so you do not miss out on this initiation. The initiation is too important.
We're also having a very, very beautiful and powerful initiation where Swamiji is going to be awakening, conducting a very particular process where he's going to be awakening the Kundalini energy in us and literally going to be churning it inside our inner space for us to experience that awakening of the cosmic Kundalini in us. So, every one of you, as you're all sitting here today, during the initiation, Swamiji is going to be infusing that energy in us, and through which Swamiji is going to be churning the Kundalini Shakti in us and awakening it intensely. Now, as all the participants are sitting here, we request every one of you to please let us know if all of you have finished drawing your Subramanya Yantra. Have all of you drawn your Subramanya Yantra? Could you all please put yes in the chat?
If any of you have not finished, we'll give you all a few minutes. Take a few minutes now and make sure you finish the yantra. Take a few minutes now and make sure you are drawing the yantra.
And we request every one of you to place the yantra in such a way that it is visible in the camera.
Yes. Now it's time. Let us all enter into the most awaited part of our day. Please sit at the head, neck and spine in a straight line. And now we'll be having the live darshan of Bhagavan Somaskandamurti and Shishya Bhavamurti. Please chant the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.